Hello. Clear spells for many overnight, but most places will also see a fair few showers, and pretty chilly out there through the night and first thing in the morning. A few places seeing a touch of frost. The winds will be still fairly brisk in places, and speaking of strong winds, the swirl of cloud of Storm Freya, that's now cleared away. Out in the Atlantic, there's another area of low pressure which will dominate our weather from the middle of the week onwards. In between that, we've got a bit of a mishmash, really. We've got bands of showers. You can see there the spotted nature to the cloud, and a band of wet weather also across parts of northern England. That'll fade away overnight, but then more showers come into Wales, southwest England, blown along by a brisk wind. And we see another band of wet weather getting into Northern Ireland through the early hours. So many of us will see a bit of rain overnight, but there will be clear spells as well. And with light winds across northeast Scotland, that's where we're most likely to see a touch of frost, a hint of blue there on the chart. Elsewhere, well, towns and cities will probably stay above freezing, but in rural areas we could get close to freezing to start Tuesday. So it'll be a chilly start, a bright start for eastern England, southern England, but wet weather in Northern Ireland. As that arrives across Scotland, we will see some snow north of the central belt over the hills and mountains, and that will last for much of the day here. At lower levels, though, it will be chiefly rain that we see through central and southern Scotland, and then in the far southwest, another band of rain will push into South Wales and southwest England. In between, there'll be some brighter spells. Showers can't be ruled out, but we should see some sunshine over northern England and East Anglia in particular. And where we see a bit of sunshine, temperatures getting up to double digits, 10 or 11 degrees, much cooler than it was this time last week, of course, and feeling cooler with the wind and the rain picking up in the southwest. And it will be cooler across Scotland, where we'll have that wet weather still falling as snow over some of the higher routes. That slowly fizzles out on Tuesday as another band of wet weather takes over, and this one really does take over. Most places seeing some wet weather through Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. The brighter colours suggesting that rain's going to be pretty heavy, and the wind's increasing too. Coming up from the south, though, so it will be a relatively mild night. But with the colder air still across Scotland, again here as the wet weather pushes north, there will be potentially more snow on the hills. The rain will maybe ease across eastern England, and then a whole raft of showers come packing in through Wednesday afternoon. They could be heavy, possibly even thundering. As you can see, not a lot of sunshine, an awful lot of cloud across the UK. So Wednesday, well, sums up as wet and windy, basically. It will be mild, a touch warmer for England and Wales compared to Tuesday. We could get into the teens, but for most places it won't feel all that mild, and still the cold air persists across Scotland. So here, temperatures really struggling, especially where it stays wet all day, just 5 or 6 degrees. That wet and windy weather on Wednesday is from that area of low pressure that arrives and doesn't really move. It's still there through much of Thursday. It starts to ebb away by the time we get to Friday. So Friday may see something a little brighter and drier, but for many, the rest of this week, it's a much wetter week than last week, often fairly blustery as well. Won't rain all week. There will be some sunny spells as well. There's a full week ahead forecast on our YouTube channel, and you can always get more by following us on Twitter and Facebook.